Like goal 10 sub goal 920. Yo Whippin', what team are we playing as? Rix has correctly joined the channel. Welcome Bot Rix, face with tears of joy.
Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Marshall's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands.
And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, you hear a lot about pregame jitters and nerves. I'm not sure if the quarterback really felt fully convinced that's where that ball should have gone, David, because that just looked shaky from the get-go.
Yeah, and I think your goal as an offensive coordinator, so many offensive coordinators across the country, what do they tell us? I got to get my quarterback in a rhythm, make it easy on him early. That wasn't it. You could tell a little bit of confusion, and that's the opposite of getting him in a rhythm. Now you got him in a funk to start this game, and the defense gets a takeaway on play 1.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Got the back over the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Alabama comes to the line with a first.
100 points, 100 points, 100 points.
He'll pull it on the read. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in.
That was a bad pick load.
Right on the doorstep, they'll mark it at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up.
Defense flex biceps.
Go keep this drive going. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Missed from right there, rolling on the floor laughing.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go
Don't be
worse than
misled.
last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on
No
first
clue,
down.
but I have been practicing Mario Kart World. I've been rusty low.
It's Braxton. They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fires to the middle. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't.
Face screaming in fear.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
PAT unit on the field.
We were doing so well, roll.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Chapman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Marshall takes over the ball.
Well, get it this time.
The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. On the run, still looking. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Finds the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind.
Like the Chiefs roll.
They come to the line 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Gets it to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown.
And put it in the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Marshall, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And that's the 2nd time he's gotten to the quarterback, following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius Bennett, who could get to the quarterback.
I like it. You're running out of oxygen naming all those guys. and that's what they do. They're a pressure defense, and they're...
He lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide
Loudly
receiver.
crying
You can
face,
tell
loudly
this is a
crying
good
face,
look, and
loudly
that's why they
crying
got 6
face.
on that play.
Almost
low.
ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out.
Money with wings, 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 money with wings.
It just looked like
Now
they're
you win low.
sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing
I thought you
collectively
weren't
as a
stealing
unit.
low.
And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Hey lol, thought I'd stream for an hour lol. Hey Ryan.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs
Almost
to the
had a
football
pick.
like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Tide!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a big gain. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Chuck the ball and pray low.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere.
There goes that idea face with tears of joy. Pray for a miracle.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off.
At this point, loudly crying face.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense.
Next, Ryan. Sliding strikes being called off at a draw low.
Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out everybody right now in the center bench.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide.
White flag at this point.
Break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Slips a tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big first down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic. He has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here we go. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They want to.
Well, I don't get to watch much NFL, but I go Green Bay Packers low.
Gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
That's my dad's team ripping low.
Right there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabs behind the line. It's Payne. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end.
Wow, your dad sounds like a smart man. Go Green Bay. Flexed biceps, flexed biceps. Lol, he is from Wisconsin.
Motion quarterback trying to get a read.
Just believe.
Using his feet to buy time. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Let's see what the backup does.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Pennington. Get it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on the play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Extending the play. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
There we go.
Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10.
With the carry, it's the runback. 6 up, 7. Brings up.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the left. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he intercepts it. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. A first down for the offense. Finds his man. It's Bernard. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Seems about right, Lowell.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Oh, big juke to get past.
And start playing dirty drop kick someone low.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. It's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store?
Tombstone someone at this point.
Trying to punch it in. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it.
Finally stop them.
I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And think waiting.
Return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just...
How's it going, Legend?
You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
Trash I got next boy. Add me I play on PS5. Head-to-head drop gamer tag.
This drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
All right. Good. Buddha sleep. I thought I pop in and say hey Tho. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Hazu, have a great night. If Marshall was here to see this, drop a like, guys. Trash I got next boy. Add me I play on PS5. Head-to-head drop gamer tag. Lol, Marshall would not be happy face with tears of joy. Like. Be sure to volt tackle that like button. High voltage. Gamertag TFKAP, let's play right now. Guess he doesn't want to play low. Well bro, have to go shops then come back get tea on cause got live tonight, catch you later bro. See ya fishin'. See you later Rippin', let's try this online match.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Probably gonna be our last game and we will raid.
The Gators will boot it away to start the game. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying play action. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Milrow. Gets it out quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Now, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got it set up on the outside. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Milrow. Makes the catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying to slam in. And he'll be brought down. This defense with its back to the wall has been a wall. Now, 4th and goal. What do you think?
Well, if I'm the defense, shoot, I've stuffed you a couple times in a row. I've put that doubt in your head, so I want you to go for it. I'm going to get another stop.
Check. Red 83, switch. Red 83, switch.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
It is especially on online play he was being risky there.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Too much pressure.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Florida 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Touch pass on the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Flagway. Right down the middle. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The quick out.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The play action fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Nice job by the defense understanding where the goal line is, sitting on the goal line, making sure they didn't let anybody get open in the end zone. The quarterback had to try to force it in there, but really nothing available.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown.
Let's go out fire.
Get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up.
Party popper, party popper.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score now 14-7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Marshall is a really low-playing school, that's why I was losing low.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run play action. He's going for the big play. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times these guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown time! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Cole. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's caught downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Florida.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
Patriot, Patriot.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the right. Smashes ahead. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterbacks aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he doinked it off the right upright. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. One more snap coming before halftime.
Get ready. Set.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 21.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
Number 14, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson.
4-leaf clover shamrock, 4-leaf clover shamrock, 4-leaf clover shamrock, 4-leaf clover shamrock.
Set up nicely.
Almost broke free low, 4-leaf
They'll try
clover.
to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Handoff to the lone back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Completes it in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
The defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Caught over the middle. It's Adams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quickly complete. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
That's the end of score, Alabama 21, Florida 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative.
That was
When they
30
got the
old.
lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
They get to him as he throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all.
All right everyone, thanks for watching. Let's go on a raid. https://youtube.com/@cokefunboys. C equals cool 10WKRH 7 tons LCW3WS. Let's raid PFB, you guys, it's his birthday.